Hi everyone, today there were tie breaks at Fide World Cup. So Nepo played Vidit. So I will show you a very interesting game, the first rapid one. So let's quickly jump into the game. Nepo was white, he started with c4, which is English opening, knight f6, knight f3, e6, g3, d5, bishop g2, and here in this position we can play bishop to e7, or we can take a pawn here on c4, but Vidit opted for d4. So castle, and here we can play c5, but Vidit played knight to c6, d3, bishop to c5, we protect the pawn, knight b to d2, castle, and here knight to b3, so attacking a bishop. Bishop has to return to e7. Now in this position e3 was played. Here we can play e5 is also an option, but Vidit just took here on e3. So bishop takes. Now, knight g4, very logical move, attacking the bishop. So bishop goes to c5, bc5, knight c5, b6, and also something in the, this position was already played before by Vidit, I think against Keimer. So Vidit is, he knows what to do in this kind of position. And yes, after this b6, Nepo doesn't remove the knight, but he plays knight to d2. Of course, the point is that if black takes, we can take a knight here on c6. So knight g to e5 was played. Protecting a knight makes sense. Knight c to b3 was played. Here in this position, yes, if we play f4, looks like that if knight goes here that we win a knight, but actually after f4 black has strong reply, queen d4, and after king h1 we can take here on c5. That was the whole point. So knight c to b3 was played, not f4. Now bishop goes to b7. Yes, again in this position, if black takes here, here, instead of bishop, instead of bishop to b7, if we take here, now f4 actually is working because we don't have this check anymore. Maybe we can go here, but yeah, what's the point? So just king h1 and knight is still hanging. But bishop to b7 was played. Now d4 by Nepo. Knight goes to g6. Here, and here actually Nepo made a slight inaccuracy. He played rook to e1. Better would be just to play knight e4. And after a5, knight c3. And as these knights are very strong here. So let's see what happens after a4. Play d5, yes, that's the point. But rook to e1 was played, and now Vidit plays really good move, a5. He wants to destabilize these two knights here. Like that. So knight to f3 was played, a4, knight c1, and a3, yes. Opening a rook on this diagonal, but also destroying white's pawn structure, and this actually pawn on a3 will be decisive, as you will see in the end game. So here queen to d6 was played. Knight to e2 can be played here, knight b4 and knight c3. That would be the best reply. But Nepo played inaccuracy, knight to d3. Here you can pause the video. Black to play, what would you play? It's not that hard move to see. Yes, excellent move in this position is we just take here on d4. So what's the problem, Knight takes. Now we take here, and knight takes e6 was played. In this position, if white plays knight to b5, we just play queen to c6 and bishop is protected and we won a free pawn. So knight e6 was played, and here f e6, king g2, but now very strong move, rook a to d8 was played. Rook has to defend the knight, but now again very strong move, knight e7. and knight is going to f5 and pressuring this rook here. So what to do? Queen to g4 by Nepo was a blunder. The only move that saves the position is queen to e2. But after queen g4, black had a really beautiful move, but Vidit didn't find it. Vidit played knight to f5, which wasn't the best move. In this position, queen to c6 is winning. And why is this winning? Why is this move winning? We have to examine few positions or few moves. Let's say if rook f3, what can we do? We just take free knight, because a rook cannot take because it's pinned. So what about f3? Now knight e5. And when a rook is lost, if a rook moves, then again we take a knight. So as you can see, the only defense is king to g1. But now again knight f5 is very strong, attacking a rook. We saw that a rook cannot move, or actually a rook can go to f3. But now this is the very strong move. Rook d4. Knight is supporting a rook, and queen has to be on this diagonal, otherwise a rook on f3 is lost. So queen h5, but now g6, and we chase away a queen. So knight e5 is beautiful line, a counter-attacking a queen, but just queen d6. We attack a knight. So what to do here? Actually, computer recommends knight takes, hg6, queen takes, and knight to g7. But as you can see, black in this line is a piece up, and it's already -2 for black, so black is winning. But knight to f5 was played. Now rook to f3, queen c6. Of course, we have to pin a rook. Knight e5, queen a8. Queen was under attack, so queen finds beautiful square. King to g1. And here, again, a rook to d4 wasn't the best move by Vidit. Rook d2 was better. The point is that we pressure this pawn, and after rook d3 takes, knight takes, and we can play c5. And this position is better for black. He has space advantage, and also this queen is strong. This knight is strong. Knight is maybe in this, especially this pawn on a3 is very strong. But rook to d4 was played. So rook f4, now rook d2, but now knight f3. So a knight is going here, so white has consolidated a little bit. Knight goes to g5, queen c6, rook e1, rook f6, queen d1, h6. Now knight e4 was again a slight inaccuracy. Actually, in this position, white has a beautiful draw, but of course it was a rapid. Nepo had only like 5 minutes, and the beautiful drawing is this one. Draw is this queen d8. So what's the point, right? King cannot go here, here, or here. So just rook to f8 is only one legal move. But now queen sacrifice itself. Queen takes f8, king takes, and now this is beautiful move. Check first, king g8, and now we capture this knight here. So let's examine. Okay, but this pawn is lost. But now rook f8 check, king h8, now rook d8, and rook c2. So the point of course, point of rook d8 is that white has this check here with the knight. Rook c2, now knight f8 check, king g8, knight g6, king h7, and this is perpetual. So let's see in this position after knight check and this check, rook check, if king goes here, there's actually beautiful checkmate. Knight h8 check, king f6, rook f8, king g5, now rook e5, king g4, rook f4, king h3, and rook h4 would be a checkmate. But Nepo played knight to e4. He didn't find this idea, sacrificing queen. Knight e4, rook f8, g4, knight d6, rook takes rook, king takes, and here actually knight c3 is the best move to support this pawn. But again, Nepo blundered with knight takes d6. Now just queen takes, queen f3. He thought that he has some attack on this king with a queen. Now king e7, queen c3. We attack a pawn here, so king has to go to f7, queen f3, king e7, king c3. And let's see if after king f7, let's see queen f3 if Vidit goes for a draw. Perpetual, but no, yes, very brave by Vidit. He goes king g8. He can't lose this position. I think he realized. Rook d1, queen f8, queen e3. But now just the rook takes a2, and this pawn now is best. Here, actually, the best move would be just go to queen e6, queen here. King h7. It's still a little bit stubborn. But Nepo played g5. But now Vidit finds really beautiful move. Queen f5. And yes, and the point is that if we take here the pawn, now queen g4, rook is under attack, queen g3, and we take a rook with a check. So this is not checkmate, king g2, and queen to d4. We protect here on g7. So very beautiful. Queen f5 was played. So rook d8, king h7. Now Nepo took the pawn on h6. Now rook a1, king g2, and yes, and very practical and good move by black. Queen g4. We check, so white is forced to trade the queens. So queens are off of the board. That certainly helps black a lot. King takes pawn. Rook goes behind the pawn, but now just e5 before a2. So king cannot move, otherwise he will lose. Black will promote to a queen. c5, b5, king f3, king g5, rook a7. Now e4. Yes, if white takes, check where to go here, and we promote. So that was very nice move by Vidit. So we cannot take. King goes back to g2, king f6, g4, g5, c6. Now king is going here to support this pawn, and rook can move and we can promote. So king h2, king d5, rook a6, king e5, and in this position Nepo resigned. Yes, let's see just how game could finish. So king here, let's see. Yes, let's see that white only can wait. So let's go here. Now king enters here. Okay, yes, and we will promote. Let's say king here, and we promote to a queen, and this is easily winning for black. So yeah, very exciting game. This was the first game. In the second main game, which was also very exciting, Nepo played the Dutch. That was very nice, and but eventually Vidit won. And tomorrow we have, I think, round 6, and Carlsen will be playing Gukesh, and 4 Indians are in the quarterfinals, I think. Yeah, tomorrow it's quarterfinals. Caruana is playing Dominguez, and yeah, it will be very, very exciting. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.